What's good, YouTube? It is your boy Big Cool coming to you from Colossal Sports TV. I'm here to talk about Mr. Ja Morant, aka It's a Parade Inside My City, yeah, being suspended by the NBA for 25 games. 25 games. And a lot of people are surprised by the number of games he was suspended. Like I said, there was a lot of rumors and speculation going around that he could be suspended 50 games the whole season. But you know, Adam Silver decided to, you know what, I'm gonna get a young man some grace and just hit him with a 25 game suspension. I don't know for sure if that's without pay or not, but I know he cannot be um, around the team or around the league during that 25 game suspension. He also must continue to do the work on his mental health. He has some things to meet before he can return to the floor with his teammates next season. He released a statement, and I'll put it in the video. Thanking Adam Silver, apologizing to his organization, the Memphis Grizzlies, the NBA, his fans, his sponsors, and so forth and so on. Like I said, y'all see it in the video. But honestly, man, I think 25 games was fair. I don't feel like they should have dropped the hammer on him, although that was his second incident in like 2 months. The guy's 23 years old. Yes, he's grown, but he's still a young kid trying to figure things out. Obviously, he has some mental health issues going on, and also decision making. He has a lot of pressure, and he's making it even tougher for himself because from his actions, he's acting out of character. He's portraying somebody he's really not. I know he's a big fan of the rapper NBA YoungBoy, which a lot of people are, but you're not that guy. You're not. You wasn't raised in the streets. You're not one of those guys that had a tough life. Not saying it was easy, but it wasn't on the NBA YoungBoy level of toughness and having to, work your way out of horrible circumstances to finally, obtain, millions of dollars, fans, all these other opportunities. But, this latest incident with him and his friend on live, and Ja just had that urge, had that itch to pull out his firearm and to flash it and show, yeah, I got that heat. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think Ja's a bad guy at all. I just think he's young. He's trying to find himself. Maybe he's going through an identity crisis, but like Kendrick Lamar, and I'm pretty sure other people say, you ain't got a lot to kick it. Be yourself and you'll be accepted by the ones that you need to be accepted by. And if the ones that ain't for you, forget them, man. You a $200 million man, one of the best young players in the NBA, one of the rising future faces of the NBA, sponsorship deals with Nike and Gatorade and et cetera, et cetera. It's okay to enjoy the fruits of your labor. It's okay to be great in basketball. It's okay. And it's also okay to have your friends, but at the end of the day, you need friends that's going to, check you when you need to be checked. But more importantly, you got to be able to check yourself. You got to be self-aware and mature enough to know, look, this ain't for me. This will never be for me, especially while I'm in the NBA, especially when I got all these eyes looking at me. And people are saying, like, well, they trying to control Ja. No, the NBA is not trying to control Ja. They're not saying he can't own a firearm. What they're saying is he can't flash it when he get the urge or when he just wants to. He plays for a league that has rules and regulations. He plays for an organization that has rules and regulations. And once you sign that contract, you must abide by whatever's in that contract. It's no different than football players or, baseball players. It's certain activities you can't participate in, especially, that could prevent you from fulfilling your obligations and duties to your team. You know what I'm saying? You can't be out here playing a sport or doing crazy things that risk injury. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I think people just need to realize that nobody's trying to control him. Nobody's trying to dictate his life and his every move. They simply trying to say, look, man, don't be flashing guns. Don't put yourself in unnecessary risk to be harmed or harm somebody. Because we done seen time and time again that people having guns, flexing with them, putting them on the camera, barely tapping the trigger, killing their loved one, killing somebody else, or the gun just going off. That could have easily happened. Y'all remember Plexico Burgers for the New York Giants, Pittsburgh Steelers? Yes, he was in a nightclub, walking up the stairs. If you don't believe me, hey, check out his interview with the Pivot, or just stories out on this situation. He was walking up the stairs. He had his gun on him. He wasn't being, silly or none of that. The point is, it was falling, and he was trying to catch it, and his hand hit the trigger, shot himself. Not only did he shoot himself, he had to do 3 years in jail because it's in New York. Imagine when Ja was pulling that gun, and if he accidentally, if it wasn't on safety, and he hit the trigger, he shoot himself in the thigh, hit an artery, or he hit his homeboy. That's potentially life changing. He could have died, his homeboy could have died. Thank God none of that happened. But the point is, mistakes can happen when you least expect it. And reckless mistakes can happen when you being reckless, when you doing stuff that you know you don't supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? I think Ja is going to grow and learn from this. He has no choice, especially if he wants to continue playing basketball at the highest level and showcasing his skills. He's going to have to get in line. I hope and pray that he continues to do the true work and be sincere and focus on what he needs to do to become a better person. Because forget basketball, this guy's a father. He has a 3-year-old daughter, if I'm not mistaken. She's the most important thing to him. He has to be mentally right so he's able to support and be there for her, not monetarily, not financially, but as a father. You know what I'm saying? Showing her somebody to, when she get of age, that she would like to, date and be in her life. He has to be right for her before he's right to play basketball. Because like I said, she's the most important thing. As a father myself, nothing comes before your child. You have to make sure you physically and mentally and emotionally right to the best of your abilities so you can provide, nurture, and teach your child or children the way as they maneuver through this life, because it's crazy. So I hope that Ja keeps his head on straight, and really just focus on the things that's important: his family, his daughter, and his career, himself. You know what I'm saying? And I know it won't be easy, but he young. I think that this is a wake-up call, because if he messes up again, they're going to drop the hammer. And it might be 75 games. It might be the whole year. And I don't think Ja wants to go through that. I don't think Ja wants to put his family through that and put himself through that. So we're going to see, man. But if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, turn those notifications on, share the videos, and comment down below. Until next time, I am out. Peace.